This is Kenya News Update today. What if I told you a cure for a disease that affects millions, a disease that has its epicenter right here in Africa, was just invented in Uganda? And what if I told you the key to making it affordable for everyone was discovered by a single scientist in Kampala? This is not a drill. The United States Patent and Trademark Office has just accepted a groundbreaking patent that could transform sickle cell treatment forever. But here's the twist. The company behind it isn't in America or Europe. It's right here in East Africa. And the story of how they did it will change how you see medical innovation on this continent. Meet Dr. Matthias Magoola. He's the founder and CEO of Dei BioPharma, a Ugandan biotechnology company. For years, he watched as sickle cell disease ravaged communities across sub-Saharan Africa, where the majority of patients live. The disease is brutal. It's an inherited blood disorder where red blood cells become misshapen, causing severe pain, organ damage, and cutting life expectancy short. And while recent gene therapies have shown a cure is possible, their cost is astronomical. We're talking millions of dollars per patient, a price tag that puts it completely out of reach for the very people who need it most. But Dr. Magoola and his team asked a different question. Instead of just chasing a cure, what if they chased a cure that everyone could actually get? And that's where the real breakthrough happened. Here's the part that will blow your mind. All humans are born producing something called fetal hemoglobin. It's the oxygen-carrying protein we use in the womb and as babies. And here's the key, it doesn't cause red blood cells to sickle. Around 6 months after birth, our bodies naturally switch to producing adult hemoglobin. For people with sickle cell disease, that's when the problems start, because their adult hemoglobin is defective. So Dei BioPharma's scientists, using CRISPR gene editing technology, developed a way to stop that switch. They target a single universal genetic control switch that tells the body to stop making fetal hemoglobin. By disabling that one switch, the body just keeps making the protective fetal form. The red blood cells stay healthy. The disease is prevented. But here's what nobody's talking about. The genius isn't just in the biology, it's in the strategy. Because this genetic switch is the same in every single human being, the treatment can be standardized. One treatment works for all patients. Dr. Magoola himself said it. This invention was designed from the beginning to solve not only the biology of sickle cell disease, but also the access problem. Current curative treatments are often custom-built for each individual patient, a process that drives costs into the stratosphere. This approach flips the script entirely. Imagine a single vial, produced at scale, that could treat anyone with the disease. The cost implications are seismic. We could be looking at a future where a curative gene therapy is not a luxury for the ultra-wealthy, but a realistic option for a family in rural Kenya or Uganda. The patent acceptance by the U.S. authorities on January 26, 2026, is a massive vote of confidence. It signals that the world is taking notice of African-led innovation. This isn't just about one company or one country. This is about shifting the center of gravity for medical research. For decades, the narrative has been that cutting-edge science happens elsewhere and is later brought to Africa. Dei BioPharma is rewriting that story. They are building the future of medicine from within the continent for the continent, but the road ahead is still long. Patent acceptance is a huge step, but it's not the final one. The therapy needs to go through clinical trials, regulatory approvals, and then the monumental task of manufacturing and distribution. The promise is immense, but the execution will be everything. So what does this mean for you? It means hope. For the millions living with sickle cell disease, a life free from pain and fear is now a tangible possibility, not a distant dream. It also means a new model is emerging, one where African scientists tackle African health challenges with solutions built for African realities. The implications are staggering. Do you think this breakthrough will finally make gene therapy accessible to everyone who needs it, or will the old barriers of cost and distribution still stand in the way? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more stories of innovation changing lives across East Africa and beyond.